If you saw my February release video for Catherine Pooler Designs, you know that there are some new amazing supplies available. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. In today's video, I'll be sharing the new Petals and Purrs collection, and I'll also be sharing the brand new Shimmers and the brand new Enamel dots. Let's take a look at these fabulously shiny and colorful new supplies. First, let's swatch out the two new shimmers. The orange one is called Glitz, and the purple one is called Pixie Dust. And these are both ink colors in the Catherine Pooler Designs collection. Just like I shared last time when I shared the new shimmers for the first time, these have lots of color, but they also have tons of shine. They're pretty easy to mix when you shake them up, and they have a dropper that you can use to add them to your projects. There's lots of ways to add them to your projects, and I've shared a couple before. I'm going to share a couple more today as well. There's the Glitz ink that matches the Glitz shimmer. And here we have Pixie Dust. Look at all that shine in there. It's so tiny that it mixes in perfectly with the color, but it also adds a ton of shimmer. And there's the Pixie Dust ink. So it's not like chunks or bits of anything that would get stuck or just look odd. It just really creates a lot of shine. Here are the brand new enamel dots. These are the party yellows and party purples. Let's talk about stamps and dies a little bit. This month we have the Wildflowers stamps and dies. These stamps are solid stamps, so you can use lots of different colors of ink with them rather than having to color them in. Next we have the Rick Rack strip dies. Cuts out several different strips of rickrack. And then we have the knots and crosses dies. These are several dies that you can layer on top of each other with different items cut out of the sides. Here's the Big Thanks word die and the channel stitch cover plate die. Now let's use those supplies to make some cards. First, I cut strips out of the Rick Rack strip dies in different colors of Catherine Pooler cardstocks. If you haven't seen yet, Catherine Pooler also now has cardstock colors to match their ink colors. I'm using a paintbrush to put a little bit of the Glitz shimmer on top of this color of cardstock that's been cut out to look like the Rick Rack. And then I'll use the Pixie Dust on top of this light purple cardstock. So you can really layer a lot on top of each other because of all the options that are available to you now between ink, shimmer, cardstock, and enamel dots. For this card, I decided to go with a horizontal A2 card. So I'm lining up the Rick Rack in kind of a rainbow order here, and adhering those Rick Rack pieces with a liquid adhesive. Then I cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'll pop that up onto an A2 piece of white cardstock. Next, I'll take one of the sentiments from the Wildflowers stamp set and stamp it inside one of the squares from the knots and crosses die set. And last but not least for this, I'll add a few little flowers from that Wildflower stamp set. I'm using a Catherine Pooler acrylic stamp block because I'm using teeny tiny little stamps and I just want to be able to sort of sprinkle them around the sentiment. I find that easier than putting them in the MISTI and opening and closing the door about a billion times. So that's for that little element. And then I'm adding some of the enamel dots. You can see I have some of the previously released enamel dots as well as flower centers. And I'll take that little square and pop it up right over the Rick Rack. Of course, I love rainbows, you know this. So this is just such a fun card to create. Let's do another rainbow while we're at it. So next I'll take the large flower stamp from the Wildflower stamp set and stamp it out in a number of different colors of Catherine Pooler inks. Here you can see that the centers of the flowers are a separate stamp, so I'll use a slightly different color for the center and for the outside, the petals there. These are just great big bold flowers, and of course you can die cut them all out once you have the center stamped. I am stamping the thank you sentiment from that stamp set, And that's about a third of the way down on an A2 piece of cardstock. And then I'll place 2 flowers next to each other down the card, popped up on foam squares to complete a rainbow of flowers on this card. And again, I'll just add a few of these enamel dots. Instead of in the flower centers, I'll just add them around the flowers just to add another little bit of shine and dimension. Another way that you can use these shimmers is to use them on top of inked or stamped elements. So the first one we did, we used it on top of cardstock. Now let's use it on top of ink. And when I can, I used the same ink as the color of shimmer. And when I didn't have it, I used something that looked pretty close so that it's just a really little touch of shine, a little dot around each of the petals on the ends to add another element of a little bit of shimmer to this card. Since it's pretty clean and simple, you have plenty of time to add little extras like that when you're creating something like this card. For this next card, I started by cutting out a piece of white cardstock with the Channel Stitch cover plate die. And then I have my absolute favorite blue ink, which is Catherine Pooler's Blue Raspberry, and I have a blending brush from Catherine Pooler as well. The Catherine Pooler inks blend really easily. I am used to using Distress Oxide inks for blending quite a bit because those are the easiest inks to blend with, but the Catherine Pooler inks are right up there. They're super smooth and you can create really opaque color or light elements where it's not so opaque. And I do want to add a few splatters of that new Pixie Dust shimmer on top just by pulling out the little dropper and tapping it over the cardstock. I'll cut that panel down to 4 by 5 1/4 and mat it on some white cardstock. And then I took the Big Thanks die set and cut the shadow out of white cardstock and cut the Big Thanks out of a Catherine Pooler purple cardstock to match that little shimmer droplets in the background. And then I felt like it needed something else. So I did stamp and die cut out one of the flowers and stems from the Wildflower stamp set. And this way I can place the stem coming out from the thanks die and place the flower on top of the tip of the stem. And then a few enamel dots to finish it off. For this card, I'm starting with the sentiment on one of the squares cut with the Knots and Crosses die set. And you can see that I've cut out all 4 squares in different colors. So I have a pink, a light blue, and a red, and then I'll match that red with a piece of rickrack on the sentiment itself, and then just layer up these squares. I absolutely love rounded corner squares. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. It looks very finished. And I like how unique the edges are for these. We've all seen faux stitching before and other elements, but these little knots and crosses are very unique and give a different effect to your card. I don't know about you, but I am always so excited for the release of card making supplies at the beginning of the year. Everything is bright colors and shine and just so much happiness that you can put on a card. But I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on these new supplies. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.